reframing, readjusting everything through location, its position. It's going to go through its line signals. Hopefully it's going through its operation system. There's a little bit of stability here through connection, trying to reconnect everything to the visual system, computer operation line systems. So we'll try our best. There's a lot of weather inundation. The condensation, when it comes into how to change the Earth rotation system and everything through modifications, is integrating everything through cycle rotation, which means that the stronger winds of the galaxies are changing its particles, and everything through the Earth is changing its rotation. And that's why it's on extremely high rise vibration. And it's over on the northwest side of Canada now through calculation. So it's interesting how the Earth rotates and travels, right? So it's kind of like, again, when you're in the airplane and you're sitting in position and you see everything outside the window and it looks like it's going slow, but it's going at 800 to 1,000 knots. It's really amazing when you see these things. But when you're in space, you're not going slow. You're seeing everything going fast. So it's the total opposite cycle when it comes into your training with divisions. But before I get started, thank you all subscribers watching my channel as I keep Grand Rising Force Rising. I was communicating yesterday at the Gulf of Mexico and everything through the connections of, there is what we call the melting waters of sands of Boca del Rio. One side is Boca del Rio and the other side is the Gulf of Mexico, which is the ocean, right? Very, very powerful. I put up a video for that. I was going to put it up yesterday, but there's a lot of wire communication signals that were confusing. I set up digital frames into Vega communication. So I thought we traveled to the sister planet of Vega, Vida. Vida is very powerful. It's got solar connections and it's got a digital play. So I've set the code frequencies level for everybody to travel. But before we get started, basically, if you want to go through my healing, you can go through my adaptation cycles, put you in your mind collaboration centers, and put you in your upgrading system into your calculation to its vibrational system. It's mostly important to understand these things through structural locations. And then you can go through my email for consultations. Anything you want to know about healing, anything about the ascension, decentralizing, how to understand your centralized system, understand your body activation system, because there's a lot of people that are skeptic and they say, no, I don't need to be healed, I'm fine. But in reality, you're not fine. And then that's what people have to get across, is that the Earth is not going to stop rotating. Okay, the space is not going to stop moving. So in position, we have to put these back in calculation, right? Humanity has to wake up more and more. It modifies and integrates and everything. So as of today, we're going to go to the connections of the isosceles triangle. 2 division level systems, 3 within its sector, 6 within its system. Activate line signal to that connection system. Very, very powerful spacecraft position. So we use shapes and triangles to all levels of connection to planet positions. This force rises everything through the ground force. It goes to its north wind, south wind, east wind. And then you go into the wings of this, wings of that. And it's all about understanding yourself through travel, okay? So I set the codes for everybody to go to Vida. Very, very powerful, powerful, powerful planet. Now, AC1000s are picking it up. Okay, go through the illustration. Let's see how we're going through the digital pad. Okay, whatever I can get would be great because the weather changes every day. So because I'm in Veracruz and because of the rotation of the Earth system, it changes its vibrational system right through your body frame system. You're calculated and modified when you become into quantum fields. You guys understand that through traction, right? Okay, so as we get into those positions, the XT1000s is picking everybody up to calculation. It's coming out of its wormhole connections. Okay, I'll do this as quick as I can. All right, so basically that's the XT1000. You guys are picked up in the center position. Okay, so that's you guys in the center. Okay. Now, basically, we're going to go back to line communication. All right, so what's happening now is that it's wind crossing through connections of galaxy locations of winds. Okay, you're going through winds, all different kinds of winds, this way, that way. Okay, so that's what the galaxy is, right? So we're going to wind cross system. right down to here through connection. Okay. And then we're going to wind cross over to another dimensional system, to another realm hole connection. All right, so we open another realm hole through plasma. Okay. So from there, we go in position. Now we come across a planet called, Vega. Now Vega crosses over to the other side of the solar systems. Okay, elevator music here. All right, so we have Vega here. All right. Okay, and we got Vida over here. Okay, Vega and Vida. Vega, Vida. Okay, so Vega. All right, then we got Vida. Okay, so this is the brother planet. And this is the sister planet. So basically, to understand your concepts and everything through your traveling, you have to understand everything through Vega and everything through Vida. Okay, so line signals through communications, right? They're connecting with each other right now through calculation. Now here we come in, open up the portal connection system. Okay, and we come in traction position to location position. As we come into those levels, it's amazing how we come into these. Okay, so there's Vida. Okay. Point level system, rendezvous connection system. We already picked up through code frequency levels of traction 0. Traction 0, 0.9, 0.9, 0.9, 0.9, 0.9, 0 traction, 1, 1, 1, 1. It's already set through the code frequency, but when you're traveling through space, you have to do it again through codes because Vida has to get the right location position because the force team is coming into calculation position, right? So as it's in lock and key, okay, the XT1000 takes off in its location. Got a locking location here to position. So once we get into the planet position, because we're there now, we're going to go through the scannings. Every planet scans. Okay, it's out of position. All right. So the XT1000 is left. I'm showing you what it looks like when you go through this connection. All right. So they're communicating with each other. Okay, force team's coming in. So it's all about communication, right, with planets. So the XT1000 comes into position. Okay, so you guys are in the center core of Vida. So the scanning position is coming into track position right now. Okay, so that's you guys in the center position. Okay, through calculation. Okay, so that's you guys in the center. All right. Now they scan you through locations. You're going through wind graph locations or windowsills. It's a manufacturing planet position. Okay, but it's the sister planet. Okay, and Vega is the brother planet. So it communicates on the levels through point and location systems. So it's opening up its triangular location of its isosceles. So the isosceles and its angle through its location and it's going through its moon interference connection system. So we got planet positions like this. I have to put everything in right position because you have to understand everything through connections, right? So we got a planet there. Okay. Remember, everything has to be calculated and modified, right? So it's kind of like group therapy where everybody has to be in a circle, right? So basically, it's kind of like, hey, what's going on? We got a new company? All right, so I'm going to change that position. Okay, here's another planet position. Okay. All right, and then we got one more through calculation. Right here in a lower connection system. Okay. Everything is in line communication, right? But all planets have to be informed, right? Because they can't have entity force systems into their position because when you're doing radar to its connection, you're going through security line defense because this is extremely real in connections, right? Through Vega and everything through Vida. You're already informed with Vega through communication through digital frame, but now you're communicating with Vida, okay? So Vida is kind of like the opposite cycle, okay? But it's extremely, extremely powerful through its power connections. It knows its digital frame. So this is all about the digital frame of its connection through dream set location. Vega is its communication when it comes into your body activation system. Okay, so your body activation through your connections, we come in, they created the number frequency level systems, right? Vida created the dream set locations. This is where it comes into your spine rotators, right? So very powerful. We come into those. So they created your dreams. Ooh, wow. So as we come into those planet positions, now they come in line communication with each other, right? Because they all want to connect with you, right? Okay, so everything's connected now. All right, so we're in that position. Okay, those planet positions. Okay. So this is Adrenius. This is Adrenius. Green. Okay, AD. Adrenius. Okay, and this is Thercon. TH. Thercon. Okay, Adrenius and Thercon. All right, so they're in position right now. So they're kind of like watching over, right? So they're about understanding they are the security measures. They are the planet positions to Vega and Vida. Everything has to be protected in the planet solar systems. Okay, so that's why we have Theracon and everything, the Adrenius. So Vega and its communication and Vida to its communication. Now you're getting full calculation to your body framing systems, okay, when it comes to the number of frequency levels of sonar. And now you're coming into Vida as it's coming into the dream set location positions, okay? So it's all about, they've finished scanning you through calculation, you know, going up and down. Every planet is different, okay, when it comes into scanning, but they have to scan you because they have to know who you are through identification, all right? It's like, okay, before you go through anything through a trapping position or you're trying to get to another, let's say you're going to a government agency, you have to give out your license or some kind of picture ID, right? So they know who you are, right? It's the same thing with planets. So everything around Theracon and Adrenius is protecting Vega and Vida, okay? So as we come into those levels, okay, your computer operations centers, your point level connection systems, you're allocated to those positions right now, okay? So basically, Vida is basically going through your projections, through your dream set location positions, and it's kind of like going through a wind cycle, through its isosceles triangle. The isosceles triangle is very, very powerful, okay? It's a unicore system to a spacecraft position. So it's kind of like a planet actually seeing you through the mind system, but it travels through the isosceles. So it's going through your mainframes right now, and it's trying to understand who you are, right, through calculation. So it's amazing how we come into these levels of calculation. So it's amazing how we come into these levels, guys. It really is. The higher rise we go, the better we see, right? The more we see. So Veda just going through that. I'm just waiting for confirmation. Yep. Okay, we get scanning location positions are coming in now. Okay, so you can walk the surface. Okay, stay over to the right side. Don't go over to the left side because the left side is basically, it's a dimensional round through a vortex of a shape. If you get into that shape, you disappear into another dimension realm. You have to understand how powerful planets are because they set positions on so many levels through calculation. So you're walking the surface on a planet position. So just be cautious on where you step, right? So that's what I'm telling you ahead of time. And you can't touch the computers because these are extremely advanced. These are set on locations, right? They are spine located to your receptacles and everything that comes into your frames. Your main frame, your digital frame, and everything through your hydraulics. It point divides everything through your quantum fields. So, and that's why Vida wants to see everybody because you guys are a higher level now. So now you have connections to Vega, and now you get connections to Vida. Now you get connections to Theracon, and now you get connections to Adrenius. So be thankful for that because I'll tell you, these are very, very powerful. So now they know who you are in position. So when you go to a planet position and they scan you, they know who you are now. through calculation. So it's really powerful how we come into that, where Vega is the digital frame to number sequences. So they created numbers, and everything that Vida created the dreams. Space. It's particles of energy that goes into you, and it opens up your data and your processing uplinks and downloads on your operating systems. So you're going up to higher levels of quantum fields of connection. Okay, that's why it's extremely powerful, that vision, right? Okay, so now you guys are confirmed. Everything is done. All right, so now you're going to be coming across a manufacturing. Okay, you're going to see over to the right side, there's a big, humongous window. You look outside the window, you're going to see archetypes flying in and out. You're going to see manufacturing of XT1000s. It's also a manufacturing plant, right? But it's also a planet. So basically, you guys are going to be into the octaves. Basically, you're going to set your positions, and you're going to go into the spacecraft that's manufacturing. So intelligence is going to go around you, and they're going to basically put their hand up, right? They got to scan you first, right? This is identified for everything that you see. You have to be identified, right? Because they know who you are. They know you're coming, right? But you have to understand the positions that they are in, because they're protecting their planet position. Okay, they're protecting Vega. They're protecting Vida. Everything in space is protected, just like everything on the grounds is protected. The governments protect their own, right? That's why they have higher security when it comes into the MIs, right? MI6, MI12, right? Platitudes levels, military operation program setting. You can't come in, you're not at the higher level. Go back to where you are from your division, right? So when you get into those levels, you understand security line defense, protecting levels of its connection. Okay, so this is what's happening right now with Vida. Okay, so you have intelligence talking to you right now. Okay, so I want you guys to have fun. Okay, on Vida, the soul sister planet of Vega. Okay, all right. So enjoy yourself on that. Okay. So you're with the intelligence right now. I'm still in mainframe. My voice and grid patterns are there. You'll see me through the optical levels when it comes to the holographic system. But just walk the surface around the planet and really get to know, its connections of Vida. Ask your patterns of your codes. So when they see you, they scan you, right? They use X-ray, and they look at your film projections. They see where you are through the presence. And say from the presence, right? Especially when you're high division, they say, go to your commander. You know what I mean? So basically, they're extremely high rise, and the definition cycle through its system, through its isosceles, is changing everything through the triangle sets. It's extremely complicated. Now, this goes up to new viewers. It's extremely informative. You might feel the energy, but you won't see anything because you have to understand the upgrading cycles when you come into higher formations of Vega and anything to Vida. All right. So, how do you spell Vericon? Adrainius, like a drain, ADRAIN. Yeah, OUS, Adrainius. And Theracon, yep, THER, yeah, ACON, right. Yeah, it's good to spell it right. Yeah, so what do you see? I want you guys to really, really get in presence, right? So you're seeing yourself as the presence through intelligence when it comes to your identification, your soul recognized system, getting into your quantum fields. So when intelligence comes to you, you have to be in the presence with them. Okay, you can't be in the past because they read your energy patterns through vibration, right? So that's the most important thing to understand these things. Okay, that's why I put you guys in these positions of planet positions, because intelligence is extremely real. And like I said, somebody has to operate the planets. All right, because they move in positions, right? So with everything through Theracon and everything through Adrenius, they are protecting Vega and Vida planets, okay? So why they have to be in the circle of the isosceles triangle. So yeah, so Galactica has a lot of electronic interference. Yeah. What color is the intelligence? And the opposite cycle to its rotation of its spectrum lights and its condition. Vida is extremely illumination light. It volumes on so many connections, and it has full cycle of rotation of gamma operations to its sun. Okay, because it sets your dream set locations to your spine receptors. You have a spine receptor, spine rotator, spine division, spine electronic division, spine wire location, spine activation body system, and spine activation through a line of a eye receptor location. And you also have the placebo through the cortex and everything through the frontal and the lower lobes. All right. So I really want you guys to get familiar with the planet, okay? So they can get familiar with you through intelligence, right? And see, like I said, every time I present to you guys, I give you something from the presence, right? But it's done from its past. So when I start drawing, it's the past coming into the presence. And when I finish, it's the future, okay? So don't get confused on that. Because space and time is very confusing if you don't understand your presence of time. Space travel through your clockings, right? Okay? So when I start, it's the past, but when I finish, it's the future. This is the future. You understand? But you're presenting yourself in the presence. Okay? If you were presenting yourself in the future, they would say, okay, wait a minute. I'm confused. What planet are you on? Are you on the Earth system of 5D? I'm reading location divisional system. It's not connecting to its location position. Your angular, triangular divisional system is off your calculation. Go to your commander. See what I'm saying? You guys have to live the presence when you're in space, okay? Because they're going to get very confused. I thought you were on the Earth, right? So it's kind of like being honest with yourself when you're in space with intelligence. And this is how you get friendship, relationship, and partnership, okay? That's the thing we look at. Right? It's their physical system, right? We have to get that. We have to understand that, right? So I started off that way too. I went through a lot of confusion. I was in a planet position. Yeah, no, wait, I'm on the Earth system, right? And then I had to, you learn from your mistakes. Well, there's mistakes that you make in space. That's how you get better. You create yourself through better. And when you evolve around better, you go through advancements of the body. And the body goes through the mind, and the mind goes to the soul. So now you're connecting through soul identification, right? So, because intelligence is extremely informative, they know who they are through all aspects of solar systems, the planets, of its intelligence. It knows its intelligence, okay? It doesn't live in the physical system. And intelligence. Okay, it doesn't live in the physical system, and that's why it's called a seed pod. Okay, but you have to understand. Don't get a lot of interference here through connection. Bring it back to its connection. All right, so you have to understand that everybody is in division through DNA. Okay, it's a path of you through light, fruition. So when you're born, positions out of your birthing system, either you're going to be on the Earth or you be on another location. So that means that if you're not on the Earth, you're on another planet. So basically, when you come into your biological, see that planet. That's the planet you were positioned on in the past. So you have to understand that you were on that planet. Okay, so when you go on the Earth system, you're reliving everything that you had in the past, the present, and the future. All positions, all levels, okay, of your containments through your triangle division level system of traveling, puts you in positions of the past. You live many missions in the past and the present and the future. So you put it all in one line signal. Same with the energy, frequency, vibration, one line signal. Okay, so when you're in space, you present yourself as the present, okay, because you live on the Earth. Okay, so if they ask questions, they might do some reverse psychology, but they don't talk. They use their mind system. Sometimes they might open their mouth, you know. It all depends where they are and what planet, what position of planet they're on through vibration. Every planet has a human behavior through its own vibration of its quantum fields, of its computer. Okay? So, how's everybody doing on Vida? It's an astrologic planet. It puts positions into your dream set locations. Okay? So now you know where numbers come from Vega, right? And where everything comes from Vida when it comes to your dream set locations. Two very, very powerful planets. All right. All right, so we're going to go on a different quadrant level. Whoever misses this, it doesn't matter. You're in position. If you're on the rebellion, you're going to be flying to Vida. Okay. All right, so basically, we're going to go through another portal location. We're going to set positions over here through calculation. Put position level systems into position. All right, so we go from here to here. Okay, we just vortexed. Okay. Now, basically, we're in the computer room. We're in the control room. We're in the operation cycle through the center position of Vida system. Okay, don't touch anything. Intelligence is going to come at you again, but this time you can ask them any question that you want, right? You know what's going on with the presence, not the future. Okay, you can say something, you know, about them, about where they started and where did they end up, what have they been doing, where have you been traveling, you know, the last galaxy 19,000 years, whatever. You have to understand your space talk, okay? And once you get into space talk, you're getting connections of your quantum fields through its atmosphere system. So now you're going through its connection of its intelligence, through the mind of its telepathy system, okay? Because you guys already know how to do that through the private links, right? That's the most important thing. But truly understanding that everything through its connection is everything through its forming. So as we go off Vida, we're going to go to Theragon, and we're going to go to Adrenius. Okay? So basically, get ready, because we're going to travel extremely fast through position. Now, basically, pick up all division level systems through the MI, the 14 location positions. Okay? Here's a tractor beam coming out. So it kind of looks like this. It's really fascinating when I see these things. Okay, tractor beam. Okay, so there's a door, right? That's a door. Okay, so now we're going to travel to vortex location. Okay. XT1000 is going to pick us up because you guys you can't travel from one planet to the next. You don't know your positions. Until you understand your strength of your anomalies, until you understand your strengths of its galaxy, until you understand the weather of the galaxy, until you understand the heat of the sun, until you understand the programs of the moon, until you understand your representation of presence of the earth, and until you understand the simulation of Jupiter, then you can travel on your own without your triangle divisions of your spacecraft positions. Okay? All right, so here we go. XT1000 coming in. It's coming up, picking you guys up. All right, picking you guys up. It's going to beam you up. Remember, anything that XT1000 can pick you up, down, sideways, doesn't matter. It says beam. A beam goes not just down, it can go anywhere in space. It has to change its gravity system through its archetype location. All right, so it's picked you up. Now we're going to travel to position to Adrenius. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we're on Adrenius. Okay, so Adrenius is in communication. You're seeing the intelligence greeting you. Okay. You're at the gateway. Okay. Now they're scanning you. All right. Okay, so it's going to like, right. They're trying to find your connection. They're trying to find your body activation system. They know you're from the earth. I'm helping you guys out because you understand there's quite a few of you that are scared. Don't be scared. Yeah. Balance your location positions. This goes out to Priscilla, Galactica, and Tina. You guys are freaking out. Calm your centers. Go back and balance communication, your body framing system. Okay. Scanning is proceeding, waiting for confirmation. Okay. Yeah, so Priscilla sees electrical tunnel or wormhole. Okay, seeing purple beings with huge overhead. Very good, Priscilla. Excellent. Creativity is nice when you see intelligence. Yeah, not freaking out at all. No, you're not freaking out. Okay, your intelligence inside. Remember, I read your intelligence. You're in the physical system, but when you're allocated to position, you're part of the system. It's getting a confusing line signal through application. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's a movie. Yeah. Okay, so you guys are in balance frame locations now through your quantum fields. Okay, so scanning's done. Proceed. Okay, so you have intelligence coming up to you now. They greeted you. Now they're going to take you around to their connection of their planet position. Okay, so you can talk to them about, Vega, Vida, how it started. You can talk about anything about them, where they are through position. Okay. The most important thing is to understand is to get relationships with intelligence of other planet solar systems. That's the most important thing. So you guys have fun. I'm not going to be too long because there's a lot of electronic interference. We've got a lot of weather conditions. And the sun is surfacing on this side of the optical cycle, and everything through the moon's surface is going through its weather pattern location into Veracruz. So saw them walking to me before you said they were coming. That's good. Looks like Star Wars. Yep. Yeah, very, very good. Very good, Priscilla. It's good that you're seeing that 3D too. Star Wars CP3. Yeah. Yeah. You know what's fascinating too is not everybody's seeing it in the same perception. You guys are a different coloration. Okay, you're not all centering position of seeing everything the same. So you're seeing intelligence, but in a different format. Okay, but the same intelligence, which means that your perception sees what it wants to see through coloration. Okay, so if Priscilla is seeing purple and Tina is seeing green, and anybody else seeing any other color, that is okay. That's your provision through your programs. It's set position to a quantum field through vibration of computers. That's what you see through perception. Not everybody sees the same color. Okay, it's next to impossible because you guys are in different waving lengths of travel. Okay, so, and there you go. Galactica seeing blue. Priscilla seeing purple. Galactica is seeing blue. All right. So her quantum levels of vibration is blue, intelligence. Priscilla is purple. Okay. So, which means that Andromeda is very connected to the sun interference, and that's why she's seeing purple, because purple is its crown chakra, right? So it's amazing how we see this through intelligence, guys. All right, so we're on Uranus. Okay, so a little bit more. There's electrical field interference that's going on right through connection now, but we're going to travel to their account. And you can describe what you see too. Try to look at your perception. Try to see everything around 3D film projection or the TV perception. That's what you guys want to see. Because it adapts to our particle refrag. Yeah, very good, Priscilla. Excellent. Very good. Yes, it does. It connects to your refrags of your fragmentations through your factorials. Yeah. Priscilla's aware of that. She's aware of her digital frame, which is nice. I like to see that. When you're seeing the astrologics, now an astrologic, you know, like it's saying that the main frame, it goes from green, red, blue, yellow, purple, whatever. So it's changing frame, like your block and chain of your brain waves from yesterday when I did that video, right? So it's trying to understand how to link everything all together to its balance. So you have to change the colorations, right? So if you're communicating with different intelligence, intelligence is going to scan you, you scan the intelligence. So you know exactly where they are through their astrologics and everything through the connection, through his astro. Okay. The astro of himself through teleportation is everything through heat signature pattern. This gets extremely complicated the more you high-rise through location division, right? How our intelligence perceives the information. Very good, Priscilla. All right, so a couple more minutes because the planet of Andrenius has to go around its circle of Vida. So it's going through its manufacturing. So basically, it's kind of like security's walking around the building. Okay, so the planet position of Andrenius has to go around Vida to make sure that it's extremely protected through location and nothing's getting into its interference. Because, you know, we have dark and 84 systems trying to take over Vida. We have, you know, dark and 84 systems trying to take over Vega, right? So.
Just a moment.
Sarah always wants to get involved. Okay. So you guys ready to travel to Theracon? Here we go. Now, I'm going to use a universal light through location of a graphing system to its perceiving division, be allocated to its position, travel to your teleportation energy location, to your DNA structures of your particles in the galaxy position, all right? Triangle division location position. Okay, so what we're going to do is because they're close to each other and it's not too far, I'm going to put you guys through a wind tunnel, okay? So it's kind of like a slide, but it's a straight slide. So it kind of looks like this as you go through. Okay, it kind of looks like this. It's a wind tunnel. Okay. That's what's going to happen, all right? So we're connecting, I set up the wind tunnel through connections. Travel division level system, allocate those positions. Okay, we're going to cross a cycle through this connection. So as we go through, 1, 2, 3, Theracon. You guys are now on Theracon. And again, you're going through the scanning, right? So you went through the wind tunnel, right? Everything is calculated and modified, everything through the galaxy position of planet positions, okay? So you guys are in the center core position now. Again, you have intelligence coming in, reading you, all right? This gets you a lot more smarter. This puts a lot more to your centralized system, how to decentralize, centralize, and everything through your positions of your present location positions. So you know exactly what planet you're on. So you won't have any problem going through the scanning because it becomes easier one after another. So when you come into positions, they put their hand up and they're scanning you right away, right before you. So they look at your body through perception. They go through the scanning locations through your body frame. They go through your x-rays. They go through your astrologics. They go through your body frame. They go through your heart. They go through the mind. They go through your soul identification because everybody's connected to their codes, right? Remember, we have higher code defense locations because security and everything through its measured space is on a total lockdown, right? So we have to protect more through the planet positions. So that's why we have Theracon and everything that draining is protecting everything around its planet position of Vega and everything to Vida, all right? So you guys have fun on Theracon. Don't get confused because you're going through adapted cycles of planet positions at different positions. So it's kind of like going from, right? So you're going to different planet positions and you're going through scanning locations. It becomes easier the more you travel. The more you travel, the more you go into security measures, right? Then you know exactly what to do with intelligence, okay? So like, you know, for example, if you're going to, let's go to Mercury, okay? Mercury is very powerful. It's all connected to metal, right? It's all connected to the magnetic. It's also connected to the magnetic highway information system, that the creation, that's the creation to everything through patterns. Okay, the moon interface. This is what you guys have to understand. When you reach security line defense, then you understand what the sun is really. It's a portal defense location. That's all it is. It radiates everything through all connections of the earth through reception. And that's where it comes in its reflection, holographic system to all country positions. Now you have to understand what the moon is. It's an interface. It's a digital frame. Okay, it's an archive. It basically sets up your programs, data is up, links, downloads, and upgrading systems. Okay, everything to Jupiter is connected to the simulation. Everything through the Earth is your gravity system. Do you see where I'm going with this? So the more you travel, the more you understand your intelligence and what you're dealing with when you're traveling, right? So you won't have any problems going through these things. Okay, because the intelligence comes back to me. Okay, your information isn't on status quo. Do you know what you're doing? Your calculation is off. Your body framing is off. Your dream set location is off. Go back to your commander. See? So they're warning you, they're letting you know you're not ready to talk to intelligence. So when you talk to intelligence, you're probably much connecting to yourself when you're connecting to your friends and families and all that, right? And your friends and families are going, I don't understand what you're saying. So, and this is where it gets a lot confusing, because I was connecting with all connections of intelligence when I was going through my transformation. And I was losing a lot of friends because of that, because they couldn't understand my vibration. They said, why are you talking like a space alien? Well, because I am. And I said, what? What do you mean you're a space alien? Well, the thing is, you understand that I'm a quantum computer. What? I have a computer. Yeah, but you understand it's put in front of you. But I'm saying what I have is put inside me. So that's the difference. So truly understanding that a human vessel, okay, of 180 pounds can actually have a concept and how to control the universe to its operation, to its body's set or anything to division, to its conscious levels of its quantum field locations. So, you know, there's confusion there. And the thing is too, the higher you guys go through quantum fields, right, the more it's hard to understand humanity, because you're extremely high and you're realizing, wow, okay, now I don't understand humanity at all, right? But I understand why they're in this position. And then you realize you try to help them. So the more you go higher, the more you can heal yourself within, and then you can heal anybody else. But you gotta get your positions of intelligence. And that's why you have to understand your mind telepathy, okay? Because the Earth system is at that level now. It's a connection, okay? It's reaching its point. It's reaching its advantage. It's reaching its involvements. It's reaching its revelation of a new human species. That's the point of view that we're trying to get across here. So when we communicate to higher levels and you come across the same person and say, yeah, I'm a space alien. Oh, that's cool. I'm a space alien too. So now you guys have connection with each other, right? So this person decided to change the mainframe, mind frame, collaboration flame, or anything that connection system, and everything through the mainframe changes digital. So it's understanding that intelligence, understand its position to everything inside the quantum field of its atmosphere through vibration. So, and that's where you get a better relation with communication. So people come and go. Okay, you have to understand that. People come and go. And there's a reason for that. They're going through their own ability. They're going through their own advancement. They're going through their own ascension. They're going through their own decentralization. They're going into their centralized. They're going into their own fruition. They have to go into their own experiences, guys. Okay, that's the whole point of all this. Okay, so if you stop worrying about that and just focus on yourself, everything around you will come into alignment with humanity. And then you find, you know, you come across friends maybe 10, 15 years ago, and they come up and say, hey, how's it going? When's the last time we talked? So it's all about them going up to their vibration, and they're starting to see, whoa, I understand Andrew now. What I couldn't understand before because I wasn't awake. So when you awake, that changes everything to what they see through the earth. And then they realize, oh, I understand the adaptation cycle of the earth now, and how its gravities, its powers, and its atmospheres, and how I'm connected to the earth because I am the earth. Okay, so at gravity, on so many levels of connection. Okay. So I just want to bring that to your attention because I know everybody's going through that. You're losing a lot of friends, but you gain a lot of knowledge. And that knowledge takes you to your manifestations of what you want. And that's the most powerful thing that you can have through its containment centers, okay, to your body frames or anything to your mainframes or all connections of your mind conceptuals. Your eye perceptual level understands its GPS location systems, guys. Okay, your body frame is understanding everything through the fractals or anything through the astrologics, your perception. Okay. So how's everybody doing so far? You're not there again. What colors of the intelligence are you seeing right now through traction? So I want you guys to get a different variation of colors of intelligence. This makes you stronger in the mind, right? So when you set coordinates to codes and you're going through the matrix or anywhere, you can pretty much use your sentient values, a sentient value, and how powerful you are through your friction of light. That's the whole concept we're trying to get across here, right? With your intelligence. Okay, so light, tall, gray, silver beings. Okay. Yeah, those are the opposite of the Dows. Those are the opposite of the grays. Yeah, I call them straw men. Malevolent, yeah. But yeah, malevolent. Very good, Priscilla. Very good. Smiling with big blue eyes. Yeah. And they're going like this. Okay, so that's how they communicate. So you know how we flash our eyes? When I flash my eyes, they go, right? But they don't do it as much now. So my eyes, when you awake, your eyes automatically go like this. It's a scanning operation, if you notice, right? And your eyes stay open more because you're looking and perceiving, right? When you're not awake, you blink too much, right? So you have no contrast, you have no balance with your memory. You have no balance with your stems, your nerves, your brain, your location, your dream cell, your activation system, right? It's because I see a lot of people blinking. Why are you blinking so much? I can't help it. You know, like sometimes per second they flick quick, right? So I was trying to understand how to get balance with my eye receptors, how to get balance with my audio signals, how to get balance with my voicing grid, how to get balance with my mind and my collaboration of point views when it comes to map codes or anything through alien connection systems or anything through my body frame. You have to understand your body frames. You have to understand your hydraulics. You have to understand your digital frames. You have to understand your voicing grid patterns of sounding waves, okay? So and that's where it comes into all volumes of your intelligence signals, right? So seeing multicolors, incandescent rainbow, prism illumination, bright light colors. Yeah. Gold streams out there, diamond third eye. I love them. Yeah. Very, very powerful beings. Multicolor. Yeah. Nice. So Priscilla is seeing the gray and Tina is seeing multicolor. Different perception, but same intelligence. Okay. So it's kind of like they shape shift to your program. They shape shift to your mind. They shape shift to your color, light activation, to your computer of its atmosphere, of its vibration, to its planet position. That's how you see it from different colors of its resolution to its mirror resolution. Silver white beings, big eyes. There we go. Now Galactica's seeing silver white. Priscilla's seeing gray. And Tina's seeing multicolor. Fascinating, isn't it? But it's the same intelligence. Oh, that's amazing. Their skin glitters, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like being bedazzled. You're seeing bedazzled. Mm-hmm. Long, thin fingers, yeah, like this. Try to get into detail what it looks like. Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is, too, is that robotic like mind telepathy, yeah. Mm-hmm. Try to communicate with them, Tina. Galactica, try to communicate with them through the mind. Okay, that alone is very powerful. You're seeing them for who they are. So it's kind of like seeing them as a reflection of you, right? So they read through you, through your colors and lights and body action. That's how it goes into, remember, Close Encounters of the Third Kind? At the very end, they're trying to do sound patterns. You get the spacecraft and it's in its gravity position, its platform, and it's setting up sound waves, right? It goes, right? But it wasn't intercepting with the XT1000. Okay, that was an XT1000, by the way, in the movie. So truly understanding how to communicate back is to understand the vibration of a spacecraft because it has its planet position. So if you understand the planet position, if you understand the coloration and lights and the activation, it also has its body frame. It's metal, but it's still crystalline. Okay, so as it communicates back, humans are saying, okay, let's use sound patterns like the chimes, right? Dun, 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 different colorations going up, medium, down, up, right? So now it's reading the sound, it's reading the patterns, it's reading the intelligence. Dun, 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 dun. Now it's connecting to friendship, relation, or partnership because you have the right vibration to its planet system of its XT1000 position. That's how powerful Entity 4 systems are. Okay, so yeah, robotic like mind telepathy. They are levitating. They send holograms. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if they are levitating, yeah, they're showing what they can do. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of things that they like to show off. You know, you like to show off when you meet somebody for the very first time. Everybody has attributes. Everybody has that in their system. So basically, they're showing you what they can do through levitation. They're showing you what they can do. They're proud of you guys being there. That's the whole point of this, right? So now they know who you are. Okay, you're connected to your commander. So basically, this alone gives you more experience through intelligence, how powerful and real they are. And you get out of this scarcity, you get out of the fear, you get out of the cycles. And you're like, whoa, Commander's right. There are intelligence on other planets. I said that before. We're not the only ones, right? Earth is the most powerful when it comes to the gravitational pull. Its center course positions to all planet positions to your acting cycle. That's why we created the planet of the Earth, right? So it's a spherical sphere that triangle divisional system steers archetype location, keeps it in its gravity system to its pole. Its location, and basically its center's position, all gravity sets to planet positions. That's why we have the Earth, right? So think of the Earth as a big, humongous gravity engine. It's a most powerful magnetic because it's connected to Mercury. Every planet is in alignment. Every planet is in position of alignment through friendship, relationship, and partnership. Okay, so every planet knows everybody. That's the whole point of this. And then we use the galaxy and the universe, and then we use the parallels, paradigm shift, polar shift, right? Because the planets do that too. They know what they're doing in position, right? Because they live in space through its connections of time. So it's understanding our intelligence of space and time through its position of planet, to its intelligence. Okay? Yeah, that's very good, Galactica. They say don't touch anything. Yeah. Yeah. So you're coming from your commander, right? Saying don't touch anything. If you touch anything, there's a problem, right? So, and their computers are extremely advanced. Their technology is so advanced, it blow you away. It's amazing what they have up there through the computers. Walking inside their ship, showing me computer circuit boards. Yeah. That's good. That's good. As long as you understand why you're seeing these things, right? That's the whole position. When they're taking you around, they're showing you certain things, right? So it's understanding what you're seeing through perception, how to use it through the mind system, and how to delegate it through the voice and grid patterns, and how to communicate through your audio signals. Okay? But that's very true. Don't touch anything. It's all security. Yeah, because anything that you touch, there's a breach, security breach, and then the alarm goes off. And then you get all intelligence coming in. Big chaos. Who touched the circuit board? You. So, because they already have everything set up. Okay. So this is all about understanding how to control planets of space, because it all connects to us in the Earth. Okay. Everything is operational when it comes to intelligence, especially now, because you guys are up at 80, coming into 114. Imagine what your commander sees, guys. Come on, seriously. That's how real intelligence is, you know? And it always, never mindscapes your mind system. You wake up and you're drinking coffee, there's intelligence sitting on the bed, talking to you, telling you what you need to do. What's your program say? That's how real it is. Okay? If ghosts are real, intelligence is real, right? So it's what you see through perception, what you see through your dream set location positions. But the higher you go, the more light you are, the more intelligence you see. That's all it is. Okay? So intelligence is intrigued. They're looking at you. You know, wow, an intelligent being from the Earth. What happened? How'd you go up so high in light? Right? I went through a program setting to my commander. He is the Alliance of Rebellion. Oh, right. Yes, I know who he is. Thanks for confirming that. See? So everybody knows everybody. And it's fascinating to know that they want to experience and want to get into the creation of you. Like, wow, you're in a human form. What's that like? So they're intrigued. They're excited. They want to see you. And when they see you, there's like, because they are in space. They were born in space. You are born on the Earth. That's the beauty of it. Okay? That's the beauty of it, guys. Especially when you go to higher illumination of light. Okay? So, Anna has seen all their young ones. They are dressed in tight bodysuits, kind of marine blue stripes around the collar. Okay, so basically, they're setting their body activation systems to suit location position of Pleiadians. Yeah. All right. Seeing all the, so I'm going through your traction positions of solar text here. We'd like to help you, and we need your help. We shall form an alliance with you. We will be connecting tall, thin, long, illuminated mind telepathy. Very good, Tina. Wow, they have light aqua blue skin with bumpy skin, pointy ears. Yeah. There's so many alliances of races of intelligence that would just blow your mind. Okay? Especially when you go to higher formation of light to your quantum. They can't read you until you understand your vibration. They can't read you until you understand your light vibration. They can't read you until you understand your telepathy of vibration. They can't read you until you understand who you are through intelligence. Who you are through intelligence. Because they know who they are. Okay, so this is where you're saying, I don't know myself yet. I can understand my program. Commander's saying this, commander's saying that. What do I do? Right? Go into your inner volume of yourself. Go into your containment centers. Go into your body frame. Go into your hydraulics. Go into your dream set location. Go into your deciphering location positions. Right? Go into your mainframe. Go into your hydraulics. Go into your perception lines. All this is all connected to you when it comes into travel, vortex location. Right? So They're smiling and they have pointy teeth. Yeah, they're looking at my teeth now. Yeah, they're going up to Priscilla. Oh, cool. Human form. Interesting. It's like a movie, eh? They're looking at you like, whoa, a human. They know you're human because you live on the earth. Just don't lie to them. That's all. You got to be honest with yourself, right? Truth. Everything up there is love and truth and freedom. No governments. They are their own governments of the individual system. The earth system is coming into that. Okay? They are their own governments of the individual system. The earth system is coming into that. Okay? So when I say one world order of humanity, okay? So everything through the governments, corporations, and the media, and everything through the enforcing is going to be into one line signal of one communication, of one heart system, of one activation to of a humanity conscious system, a universal gatherness of fruition, guys. So that's why it's so powerful. Temperature change surrounding body frame perimeter. Yeah. Well, they have their own perimeter when it comes to their planet, Tina. They protect everything through their realm of its connection. So, yeah. Well, more like hot flashes. Too much. Yeah, there is. Yeah. So you guys have the connections of the light, right? When you come into higher formation of planets. Now I got to put you in positions of dark planets. Okay? So it's all about respecting other planets, respecting their division of location. So this is all about the dark realm, dark location planets. Okay? Now, just because you destroy the Reptilian Alliance doesn't mean it leaves the dark. To get balance with your light and its dark, to get positions to understand your intelligence. Okay? To your direction. Okay? To your activation of light. So when we go on these dark planets, okay, nobody freak out. It's very powerful because when you go to these planets, you have to understand that everything through its activation is extremely real because they know who you are. They know you're on the earth, so you can't lie to them. Okay, so it's all about they scan you first. Now they might be hydraulical. Hydraulical is basically they're sophisticated and they're Mr. Know-it-alls. Okay, but you have to appreciate what you have in front of you because there are light planets and there are dark planets. So your positions really have to understand the friendship and relationship and partnership with light and dark. Light and dark of you within, but you have to understand the dark resonance of planets, dark realm, dark locations, dark matter, dark civilization, right? So when you see their scales of their identity, don't be afraid, okay? Because you're disrespecting them as intelligence, okay? So it's kind of like a slap in the face. You don't want to do that. You don't want to lie to them either because they're very, very powerful. Light is just as powerful as dark. Dark is just as powerful as light. So you have to respect them on their planet positions. Okay. I had to go through all this. There's a lot of things I had to go through. But I adapt. I moved on. I focused. I was aware. I put myself forward. I knew exactly what I was doing in position. I respected all that because I have martial arts background. Nothing but peace within. If you have peace within, you can follow up with that and befriend thy enemy. Okay? Follow the scriptures, the 10 Commandments. Right? So I wish I could draw it, show you guys. Yeah, you can do that, Priscilla, or you can voice out your grids, or you can go on YouTube, you can do whatever you want. Whatever you feel comfortable, draw it out. Draw out the intelligence, because when you draw something out, they see it for what it is. Remember, because they see you, they can always see you now because you've been on their planet. Once you're on their planet, in your position of vibration, right? Because you're connected to your commander. So because we are helping them learn also, we are showing partnership so they see we can be in harmony with taking over each other. Very good, Priscilla. So Priscilla's going through my telepathy and trying to ask what's going on, right? Very good. We need each other. Yes, we do. Leading me into a beautiful turquoise water quarry, grotto with waterfall, misting warm water, very humid, warm, real, very tropical. Okay, so Tina's on their tropical side. That's nice. I like to see stuff like that. No fight, only evolution and consciousness. Conceptual system. Very good. All right. So, you guys out of the equation because they got to scan location security measures. Okay, so we're going to come out of Theracon. Okay, so we're going to be picked up in an energy bubble. I like to show you different variations of what we can do through travel and position. Okay, so basically set the coordinate level systems, pick up everything through the MIs, 14 locations. No, the X3000 is not in its location. We're going to use energy bubble hubs, yeah, into that position. It takes you, okay? All right, so cross the middle section location position, vector location positions. So you guys are flying in a bubble. So I'm going to bubble you guys across back in the Earth rotation. Change location positions back in the Earth rotation system. Bubble the defense location to gravity system location. Back in the Earth rotation you go. MI force team location position. You guys are done. So tell me your travels. It's pretty amazing how we come into those levels, guys. You see what it is. It's the most important thing. Understanding what happened to your positions of traveling. How I showed you different ways you can travel, right? Into X3000s, into plasma energy bubbles, okay? Into anything through circuit rotation, you know, cracking systems, gateway locations, right? Plasma energy force systems. So it's amazing how we travel, right? Incandescent pink bubbles. Yeah, because it's, you know, it's a bubble, right? But it's water, it's plasma, right? That's why we contain 67, 70% of water, right? So it's important that you guys watch these videos because you never know if you're going to be traveling to its position, right? Now, for the new viewers, if you want to understand more, if you want to go to the upgrades, you go through my healing and my PayPal, I'll put you up to your divisions. I'll go through your bioscans. So it's kind of like taking you as your human vessel, okay, and restructuring you, your wires, and putting you back together into a new vessel, AI vessel, new computer, putting you into your quantum levels. Because my team has been with me almost 2 years now. Okay, over 2 years. So, and this is what happens when you learn these things. When you learn these things, you adapt more through a system, with cycle, the oscillations, okay, the isosceles or anything like that connection. The program is system, the prothesis, gamma thesis, the triangular thesis system, right? This activates everything through correlation. So, yeah, it was a nice mini vacation, yeah. I was seeing them blue, shiny, metallic blue. Yeah. And you feel good too, because now you're connecting more with intelligence because they know you and you know them now, right? So, to each other through communication. There's a lot of interference, right? Connection. I'm amazed that we got almost over an hour right now, but it's amazing how we can mentor travels, recognition. Okay. So, and this is what you pick up too with travel. When you guys go up to higher levels, you can understand energy bubbles. You can understand bubbles. You can understand portals of bubbles. You can understand orbs of bubbles. You can understand plasma. You can understand gateways, plasmesium, right? Vortex plasmesium, the activation plasmesium, the light signals. There's a lot of things you can adapt to through intelligence, okay? And traveling is everything through planet location of its position. So can't wait to see all of you in the real flesh and bone. Yeah, that's going to be exciting. Yeah, everything is time through measure, and it counters everything through the galactic system of us. Right? So us as galactic beings, fully in content with everything through vibration, guys. You guys are coming in more into yourself through quantum fields. So And that's why you're seeing all these things. And that's you seeing, hearing, feeling, touching, tasting. Your senses are kicking in, right? So every time you go to a planet, you get smarter with knowledge of intelligence, right? And then you're protected through them. They protect you now because you've been on their planet, okay? I always ask myself, you know, first, I like to go back with contact because contact is pretty informative when she travels what it is. And then she goes through multiple, but she's still in the chair, right? So she's not going through 4 different ones. She's just going in one, but it's just traveling different directions. So that's what was real, okay? So I thought that was pretty fascinating. And with all that travel, she traveled 16 hours, 16 hours. Okay, and it looked like maybe 5 minutes. See, that's travel through time. Okay, so I thought that was pretty fascinating. So, but if you look at the atmospheres, then you realize everything through coloration and lights and activation. You actually can see yourself on these planet locations. You know, you just have to really inform yourself with its intelligence of who you are through calculation. Okay. Yeah, you got the galactic backup team. So if you missed this channel, it's totally fine. You guys are already set in position. You go through all these planet positions. Okay, you don't have to be on the channel. You'll see it. You'll see it before, and then you'll see it after, and then you'll see the intelligence and say, "Whoa, what's going on? Commander took me to this place." So you're aware. You're aware you're being picked up. You're aware you're going to these planets. Okay, I don't put you in positions. You know, it's all about you connecting to your mind telepathy of what's going to happen next. That's precognition, right? You know these things are going to happen, right? With Priscilla, when I do illustrations, she knows what's going on. She knows her intelligence. She knows the illustration. I say, oh, that's Commander, what he just finished drawing. I saw that already. Okay, so she sees that image already. That's illustration of mind telepathy. There's a lot of things that we have to adapt to through our systems, right? So the clear bubbles had intelligence all around like a computer. Yep. Everything is processed through a computer, Galactica. Very good. Because it has to be controlled through its mechanisms of your body frame. And that's how you control through travel through its mechanism of space and time. But that's exactly what it is. Good detail. Yeah, it's clear bubbles that have intelligence all around like a computer. Right? So you have to travel through GPS, right? So it knows where it's going to go through my voice grid. Okay, so if I want to put you in a bubble, put you in energy to anything through location, whatever I say through my voice and grid is commanding force, guys. I can travel you to any planet position now because you're understanding more your fruitions of light through intelligence. And it gets more easier for you. The easier formats come into your calculation, modification, integration. Anything through cycle rotations, all your spectrum of light connections. Now you're connecting to your intelligence of remembering who you are, of your alignments, right? That's the whole point of all this, right? So when you come across a line signal, you know exactly what it is. It's not just a line. It's a line signal of an activation through light system. It's a line signal through a light activation through a corner system. So you have to understand your positions of travel from one line to the next, okay? So when you're traveling, you understand your north, west, south, and east. And say, oh, Commander, I'm understanding more now, right? Because I have people come into me and say, hey, thank you. I understand more reflection. I understand the light. I understand the activation. I understand the color. Now I want to understand more myself. So you have to go through my upgrades. This puts you in a better position than what you're seeing through calculation. It's all about you traveling, okay? Not just with your body frame or anything through calculation. It's all about you traveling to space and seeing space for what it really is. Okay, because Galactica 222 is exactly right. Everything is formed through a computer, so you can travel into space. You're extremely protected through me, through alignment. You're also protected through each other through alignment. Okay. Venus. You want to go to Venus? Okay. Yeah, okay, let's go to Venus. Let's go to Venus. Yay! Okay, Venus, gram, location, position. Because I know I understand communication, but it's amazing how we come into these divisions, right? So we'll go into Venus. Now, Venus is a vector unit system. On the solar system, Echo Zulu 1, travel, tango, tango. Yeah, Zebra connection system 999900 tracks location. Pick up the MI's XT1000 position. XT1000 comes into position. Triangle location positions. You guys are on the Earth rotation. Okay. Now the Earth rotation is on a different angle location position. All right. So the center coordinates position. It's got like a rainbow drop location. Okay. Circling through its connection. The Earth is going through a lot of meditation, guys. So I'll just show you through its graphing system here. Okay, do it very quick here. Okay, so when you do the Earth, you have to do everything through the forestry, everything at the grounds, and everything through the water. Okay, so there's the Earth rotation of the Earth. Okay, that's the Earth rotation of the Earth. Now, you guys are above because you're back in position. You're always above now. Okay, so as we're going to the connections, the travel this mechanism system, this is you through triangle location. You guys are here through connection. So you guys are here, right? You're always above the Earth now. All right, so the XT1000 is picking you up in position. It's got the coordinates to go to Venus. Pick you up, right? Sonified, you back into location. Tunnel rotation system, picking you guys up through location. All right, so zoom you back in. I know you guys like traveling to those location positions, right? So as we go into that position, here we go through calculation. Picked up into the XT1000 position, guys. All right, so you're here now, sucked you in, right? Now it's traveling through realm location position, vector unit core location, everything location position. Open up the plasma energy force, calculation system, plasma energy force system. We're gonna go to Venus. Venus. I like Venus because it's like Venus flytrap. Because that's what Venus is. You know the plant? It has 3-level system of plant location. You got the energy pods. Well, it's a Venus flytrap. Okay, Venus is a flytrap. I don't know if you guys know that. I'm not making this up. So Venus is a capsule realm. Okay, it's connected to a realm location position. It goes on so many connections of moon surfacing locations of the sun interference. Every planet is connected to the sun and the moon. Okay, and everything the trios system. The trios system is connected to the Earth. That's what comes in a triangle system. 3 dimensions, 4 within the system, 5 within the activation. Center coordinates position to anything through position 2. Vega, Vida, Earth, simulation, anything through core system. So we're coming into the Venus flytraps. Okay. Oh, cool. All right, so Venus is coming in its position. Okay, so Venus. Okay, so the reason why I call it Venus flytrap, okay, because it's sort of like a planet, but it's also a planet. Okay, I don't know if you guys know that, but that's Venus. Okay, you see it, it's very real. So as the stems come out, right? So the stems are actually solar connectors, right? Okay, they come out, right? These are solar connectors. They electrify the unit system to its core. They center position the solar system connection system, activates everything light signals, right? Okay? All right, so now rendezvous connection system. XT1000 is coming out of the position. XC1000 comes into position out of the realm hole. Now, surfacing location position. Drop off the MIs to Venus. All right. So as they're coming into the solar connection systems, it's going to use this laser connection recognition. Okay, dropping you off. Okay, so it's dropping you off. You're in the center position of Venus. Now Venus is going to scan you through location. Show your positions of where you are through calculation. You guys are in the center position. Okay, so you guys are in the center now of Venus. All right, so set the course system, Venus location. Right, Venus. Yeah, it's very cool, isn't it? But that's what it is. Venus is it's called the Venus flytrap. But you understand what the flytrap is, right? Every planet has a protection through security line measures. So it's like I said, the actual Venus planet is a plant. Okay, it's a growing stem to a location of a realm location that's connected to the moon interface to its connection of the sun. So it radiates its cycle. So we use these atom locations to its position. So if anything comes in, attraction position, it electrifies its location. Let's say we get another location of a dark realm location. Right? So we get let's say we go through dark position, comes in. So remember, light and dark travels everywhere through connections, right? So when you come into those positions, let's go into black. So it comes in to connection. So a lot of interference here. As we're coming into those positions, going through those connection systems, guys. All right. Okay, so here's a planet. It's in its position, right? It's in its position, right? And it wants to come to see Venus, right? So Venus is now connecting to the dark realm division. So what happens, see, planets can travel, intelligence can travel. Very, very powerful. So when you come into those levels, the Venus flytrap, what it does is electrifies the planet position of scanning positions. All right, so as it goes in position to its location, position, it's like that, right? Now, basically, it has to intercept this location to its identification. It has to identify itself. If it doesn't, the Venus flytrap comes out. So if it comes out, it electrifies the planet position like this in calculation. Okay, pressing this lock and key location. It electrifies the planet position, right? To the center position. Okay. So what happens is because it has an energy field location, so it's like an airplane. Okay, are you ready to deploy? So basically you have the US and you have Germans or anything like that. So if they're flying in position, right? And if they want to do an airstrike or anything in that connection system, so basically they ask them, do you want to fight? And they said, no. Okay, so they turn over their wings, right? So the same thing happens with the planet. Planet leaves its position, right? Goes out of equation. So it goes out of its equation and leaves the solar systems. Okay, so that's why Venus is called the Venus flytrap. Okay, that's why they use the tentacles, right? The tentacles is just vibration, but you're saying that the three divisional levels is understand everything is computer operation system, but you got three atom location positions. Okay, so you have to understand why Venus was called the Venus flytrap, because it's a plant. It's a position of a plant. That's a planet. So you guys are in the center core position, and everything through its connection is scanning your identifications. Identify this location, right? It's scanning your positions. Okay. So it's going through illumination light. It's going through its computer operation. Yes, anything is possible. And I get a lot of electronic interference because I'm communicating to Venus right now. So understand the balance location. That's where you have to stand too when you're traveling to locations. So you guys have been scanned. It's been confirmed. Okay, so now we're going into the center core position. Intelligence coming in to greeting you. Guys, have fun. That's exactly what it is, Priscilla. It's an electrical octopus. Very good. Very, very good, Priscilla. Yeah, but now you know what Venus is. So this is so cool. Old belief systems are flying away. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you're seeing everything of Venus, eh? You understand Venus is not just a planet, it's a plant. I was saying it's an octopus electrical system. Everything has protection of its own identity, guys. Remember that. You have your own protection of lights, right? So just backphrasing your questions here. But that's a perfect example. It's an octopus with electrical wires. It's tentacles. Yeah. Okay, good. So every planet has its own element, guys, of space. It has its own position of identity force. Okay? So intelligence wanted to scan me again. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't change your vibrational signals, Galactica, or they'll scan you again. Yeah. 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 You don't want to be weary. You don't want to be petrified. You don't want to be scared. You don't want to be feared. Just be yourself. Be yourself in space. Don't be above anybody else. Just there to learn. You're there to learn. Okay? So that's the only reason why they scan you twice. Many colorations of green, prehistoric, like plants, lush reminds me of Earth during dinosaur era. Yeah. Tina, we traveled to there. Remember we traveled to the galactic era, to its connection of the dinosaur era, right? And Unified Energetics picked up a big, humongous leaf like this. We actually traveled to the dinosaurs, and they're extremely real when you see, anything through T-Rex, Velociraptor, okay, Triceratops, or anything like that. You see anything you want to see, you just have to understand the alignments of past, of time, how to get there. You have to understand the codes, right? So when you go through these alignments, you can't change them, right? It's impossible, right? But you also have to understand too, when you travel, you have to be cautious of its alignment. So you don't want to change anything through its factoring division. Because if you go into position and you don't set the right coordinates to codes to get to the dinosaur years of your video projection, you can change the presence of its future, guys. Yeah, you can do that. Everything through your body frame is extremely real because it's energy that's traveling into 100 million years into the past. Yep, same thing with the future, right? Everything that I illustrate is the past to its present, okay, which is reside in you, right, through location. But when you finish the drawing, it's in its future, okay? But you're seeing it as in its presence. You don't want to get confused with that through the mind system, but the allocated positions are anything through scanning will know exactly where you are through your positions of its Earth. So, let's see. Yes, I remember. Looks like kind of like a walking into space station under glass, like bubble enclosure. Yeah. Each tentacle have suction cups on them. Mm-hmm. Very good, Priscilla. Priscilla is going into detail now. Don't run any red lights. Yeah. Yeah. Don't run any red lights. Very good, Anna. It's like I said in the last video, don't step on any eggshells, right? You can't walk here, you can't walk there, you can't touch this, you can't touch that. Yeah. Lots of computers, intelligence, very busy, noisy inside, humming. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because you're reaching optical levels right now through your octaves and everything through your program setting, through your quantum fields of its atmosphere, it's reaching higher levels of its noise and its computers. So your audio signals are residing to Venus and its tentacles. Okay. So think of the tentacles as a radio wave, a gamma operation wave. Keep them in location because they're extremely protected, right, to space connections. So watch your step. Yeah. Well, intelligence is helping you out, but I'm still on there through the eye receptor cultivation. My astrologics and everything through my audio signals, everything. I'm there with you guys, but I'm just basically there for you so you can understand what's going on with its intelligence. Because the planet position that you guys are on right now, Venus, is very, very real. But everything in space is security measure. It's always, always security. Has to be. Everything to planet has to be protected. So, and this is where you have to protect yourselves through your defense. You have to, and also have to know how to defend yourself before you can understand if somebody's at you, it's defending itself. It's protecting itself. So you have to know how to use your body for protection with your lights, your activations, or anything with your swords. Right? So it becomes extremely real to intelligence. It's all about protection and defending, okay, the sovereignty of space and time through its intelligence. So we're celebrating your arrival, but have no time now to party, laughing, but very serious. Greetings, Shiva. Yeah, so Shiva, we're basically traveling right now in Venus. You won't see the planet, but you'll see the positions of its energy. So I remember being on a space station looking of the window waving goodbye to beings leaving on the shuttlecraft. I felt sad to have to say goodbye. Yeah. Yeah. When we first started. Yeah. I put you guys in positions now because you're reaching higher levels of planet positions. So you're understanding more of your intelligence, right? Through its fruition of its light. Okay, so it's light on light. That's why I say fruition, right? Because there's more fragmentations of factoring levels they have to reach through your quad of its atmosphere through its computer, right? So when you go up to your compartments and components to your 100 chakra formations, now you're understanding more of your lights, right? Through calculation. But when you go to higher program settings, okay, and you come out of 114, then you're going into DNA, okay, the blue contracts, because you are a contract, you are a blueprint. So it's understanding, read your blueprints. You have to understand the wires of your blueprints, right? Yeah, this is all modification, and this is understanding more and more and more, of everything through weather. Actually see weather and actually see the electrical wires, actually see the circle rotation, right? So when I put my hand up, I can see the electrical systems kind of man out. It's like optical levels of octopus lines that are communicating to this plant here, or this bush, or this tree. Everything is vibration, guys, right? Because your anomalies are now in the intelligence of space and time, okay? So. All right, so I got caught up on all your questions. Really get into detail on what you guys see. It's extremely powerful, powerful planet. Don't touch the walls. Don't touch the computers. Don't touch the stem rotators. The stem rotator is understanding your body activation light system. It calculates and modifies all. So every planet has its position of who you are. I had to experience all this when I was going on planets, guys. What's your position? Where are you line communicating? System is off through calculation. Your heart is not a receptive level system. You are on the planet Earth, aren't you? Okay. So it knows what I'm doing, right? So if you know what you're doing through calculation, great. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to have intelligence come into you and say, go back to your commander, or go back into your body form, go back and learn more, go back and experience more. Go back and find yourself. It's all about finding yourself, who you are. Okay? Don't make mistakes. Okay? If you make mistakes in space, you're not going into the practical levels of balance, are you? So you make mistakes on the earth first. You get into forms of the mastering system of you through the inner system of you, which is its inner skill set. So master everything through your 7 to your 12. Okay, that's the base. 7 within the body, 5 within the atmosphere. That is the base. Everything else comes a lot more easier when you come out of the atmospheres. Okay, because you're acting your cycle through rotation. Your quadrant fields is now coming into balance, frequency levels, but you got to get the energy, frequency, vibration in one line signal, one activation, one line system to simulation. Because everything that we involve through space and time is simulation. It's just different points of behavioral system of intelligence, but you're seeing it through perception, right? Through different coloration, but it's the same intelligence. So interference happening, yeah. They have separate compartments, huge rooms for different activities, huge projection screens, everything holographic. I keep getting sent back to learn more. Yeah. And their own adaptation of information through its intelligence, right? How to communicate through planets and positions. Okay. So I got a lot of patience is a virtue. Very good. Patience is a virtue. Very good, Anna. Very good. Entire wall is holographic projection screen, creating full calculation, full balance of protection of her lights. So she's understanding what she's seeing is extremely real. So it is seeing it through detail. So it's exactly, she's seeing it through detail. So she's connecting through intelligence and mind telepathy. So they're connecting through each other. You guys are connecting through intelligence of each other. So the entire wall is holographic projection, and it's creating a unique realistic changes in each room compartment environment. Yeah. So, and that's another thing too, is your heat signatures change, right? Okay, I got a freezing location here. Okay, I'm having lots of electronic interference, losing connection. That's okay, Galactica. It's all about experiencing what you're doing through the planet positions. All right, so I'm going to take you guys through its compartment level system of each planet position. Each planet in space learns more each day, so it's learning you through connect. Location division level system, allocate position level system, bringing in the XT1000 positions, put them on the ground formation location position. Okay, going back into position. Okay, you can go in the same StarCraft position to its connection, outframe its position. It's gone out of its equation, right? So you guys are back in the Earth rotation. All right, so I hope you guys had fun. Really experience what's happening with yourself through your fragmentation lines, your factoring divisions, your gamma lights, your operation cycles. What's happening with yourself through your fragmentation lines, your factoring divisions, your gamma lights, your operation cycles, galaxy location positions, your body frames, everything through hydraulics of your perception line signals, everything through calculation modification. Takes you out of its equation, guys, right? So other than that, you have any questions, let me know. I'm having lots of electronic interference. Yeah, because you have to understand your intelligence and where you are through your quantum fields of vibration, Galactica. It's a learning experience. You're doing exceptionally well. And sometimes I get that too. And that's where I get on my computer, because I got to get my computer 5 division level system, 5D. But now I'm connecting with my force team into Venus. So I have to get balanced with the computer. I have to get balanced with you. And I got to get balanced with the intelligence on its planet of Venus. Okay? So yeah, you're losing connection. It's breaking up, right? So I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I know I did. Okay, questions or comments? You can go through your Super AI Commander. You have quadrants of 8 coming into the Colossus divisions, coming out of the Colossus divisions, and coming into the Universal Core Reaction Center location positions. We'll get into that too as of tomorrow. All right, love you guys very much. Adios.